rivalry between Sergeant Muldoon and Rich Bass has escalated to a much higher level since Rich Bass's attack on Sarge. Due to Bass's actions, he was suspended until further notice. That notice came in the form of a match with Sergeant Muldoon himself. But when Bass returned from his suspension, he was not too happy about the decision to make him compete.
Guess what, old man? I don't need a match to make you bloody and slap you around. Why don't we do it right now?
It appeared as if the match would happen right then and there. However, having the high-class cartel at Bass's side would give an unfair advantage and would cause the locker rooms to unload into the ring to keep Sergeant Muldoon and Rich Bass apart. Rich Bass's constant taunting would show that not even the entire SPW locker room could keep Sarge away from Bass, and an all-out brawl would ensue. The altercation would cause Sergeant Muldoon to demand his match with Rich Bass that night. However, Bass wouldn't show up alone, and the high-class cartel would join him at ringside. Bass did what he could to avoid Muldoon until Matt Storm was able to cause a distraction, which helped open the door for Rich Bass to hit Sarge from behind. This would only agitate an already angry Muldoon, and the onslaught would begin. Bass would have no answer for the offensive attack of Sergeant Muldoon. Matt Storm would get on the apron and try to help Bass, only to have Sarge lock the claw on Matt Storm. Bass would use the opportunity to roll up Sarge from behind and hook the tights for the pinfall. Even though Bass would claim victory, Sarge would have the last laugh as Bass would suffer a broken nose. This would lead us to August 7th at the SPW Arena, where it would be announced that a rematch between the two was in order. The announcement was cut short as Rich Bass himself would make an unscheduled appearance. Bass would go on to voice his displeasure over a rematch, only to have it explained to him that his clear date is September 10th, just in time for the event scheduled at the SPW Arena on September 11th. A special stipulation would be added to the rematch, banning the high-class cartel from ringside. This would cause Rich Bass to go on a tirade, but to no avail as the Director of Talent Operations set the match in stone right then and there. With tension still running high over the rematch announcement, Matt Storm and Rich Bass would attack Storm's opponent later that evening in an attempt to bait Sergeant Muldoon into the ring. Regardless of the officials at ringside keeping them separated, Rich Bass would unload the slap heard round SPW. I had the opportunity to catch up with Sergeant Muldoon following his most recent altercation with Rich Bass to hear what he had to say about the upcoming rematch.
Hey Rich Bass, does this building look familiar? It should. It's the SPW Arena and Training Center. See, while you're out there celebrating all your little cartel wins, I'm in the ring and I'm training. You see the guys behind me? And the girls? They're out here training as hard as they can because they hate the cartel too. But on September 11th, we're not going to have to worry about the cartel, because when you take out the top guy, the rest of it just crumbles. You're in the ring with me. You're in the ring with Sergeant Muldoon. And on September 11th, the cartel is banned from ringside. Brother, bring it, because after September 11th, there won't be a high-class cartel anymore.
So who will walk away with the victory this time around? Will Rich Bass pull off another upset? Or will Sergeant Muldoon finally have the chance to take his revenge? Join us on September 11th at the SPW Arena in Woonsocket, Rhode Island to see for yourselves. For ShowcaseProWrestling.com, I'm Chet Rockwell.